Hello once again, guys. Welcome to this Delonghi Dem 10 compact compressor dehumidifier video. This is the Delonghi Dem 10. It's actually slightly bigger than I thought. Basically it comes with a instruction booklet in English, Dutch, German, Italian, Greek I think, and maybe Spanish. Well, that's it anyway. It also comes with a hose, and the hose is for the continuous drainage. So this is the unit itself. It has a fairly lengthy lead. I suppose this is about a standard size lead. Then the handle is a nice little flip-up handle with which you can pick up the unit. It's actually fairly heavy. If you're infirm or elderly or very young, you might find it fairly heavy. One feature I would like to see is the caster wheels on the bottom, so you can just transport the dehumidifier from room to room very easily. You have your air intake grill here, and then on the other side of the unit is the air outlet, so the air pumps in here or sucks in here. Water drains into the water tank and the warm air gets pushed out there. This is your water tank. It's a 2-liter water tank. Warning, warning. And then this is where the filter is. The filter is the air intake. So what we do, you see this here? I'll just bring this down. It's just this little, let me just see, yeah, this little thing here. You just pull this down and that's the filter, and then you can just take it out and wash it or hoover or something, just to make it nice and clean. So that's that. That's the water tank. Now you might want to use this tank or this unit on boats or in sheds, etc. So that's where this comes in. This is a little knob which you twist off, and that reveals a little spout. And you put your hose on the spout, like so. And then this end of the spout in the sink or the drain, and then this bypasses the water tank. So all in all, it's a fairly nice machine. I don't know if you're able to see, but you can actually see the fan inside. There it is, the fan inside. So it's a fairly basic machine. I'll just show you the control unit as well, the control panel, which is here. Nice and blue. Delonghi Dem 10. This is your on light. So when you turn the dehumidifier on, this light comes on. This is your water tank full light. So once more, if your water tank is full or if it isn't fitted properly, like this fellow, I'll just leave it be because I need 2 hands. Then this light will light up and your dehumidifier won't operate. And this is your pause button light. So basically what happens is when the dehumidifier gets too cold, this light might light up, and then it will, once the pipes or the coils thaw out, the light will go off and the dehumidifier will keep operating. So it's basic. There's only one fan speed, I suppose, and you basically turn this switch on and it starts working. Then here, I don't know if you can read it, I'm not sure how to focus this, but it says continuous. So if you twist the dial all the way to continuous, the dehumidifier will work non-stop. But actually the best way to use this, the best way to use the Delonghi Dem 10 dehumidifier is, when you have it first, turn the dial all the way to continuous and just leave it. Now, if it's the first time you're using a dehumidifier, you'll probably find that it absorbs heaves of water, pulls in heaves of moisture from the air, which is normal because there's not only moisture in the air but also moisture in wood. For example, new houses are actually very moist because of all of the water in the wood. So what you do is you just leave the switch as high as possible, leave the dehumidifier running all of the time, and then once the signs of a lower humidity start to emerge, which means a lack of mold, just a drier air, then you can just bring this down a bit, leave it, see if the mold stays away. If it does, great. Then you can lower it more until you find the optimum setting. If you have it first on full bore and the mold goes away and you turn it down and the mold comes back, then you must put it back up again. The other thing you could do is just to buy a cheap damp meter. I'll actually have a link to damp meters in the description below, and then you can just basically read what your humidity level is. The perfect humidity level would be below 60. So for example, if you turn this on here, or say maybe straight down, and the humidity keeps reading, say maybe 66%, then you should turn it up a bit until the damp meter says the humidity is below 60%. But I'm sure you knew all of that anyway. So the Delonghi Dem 10 dehumidifier is a great little machine. Here's the people say it's an excellent workhorse, and we'll be putting this little fellow to the test this winter. So stay tuned and see you then. Ha!